Uh, well, we knew that this is an extremely hard playing team. They've really built an identity. They compete on both ends. They do a great job of really creating a possession swing, either with their forcing of turnovers or the offensive rebounding. And then they have offensive firepower. A lot of guys that you can go to, and they can hit different parts of their menu. That they're going to be a good team. So we just knew we had to take care of some of those areas. And our defensive activity was really good in that third quarter. That got us a little bit of a lead. And then we executed and got the ball where it needed to go. Yeah, they really did it, especially at key times. Like any time that there was an opportunity for a momentum swing, they all made big plays. And that was either Kyle, knocking down a big shot or getting the ball where it needed to go. It was Bam scoring, within the flow of our offense. Those key moments. And then obviously Jimmy was really good in that fourth quarter, just creating a lot of opportunities and just gave everybody a sense of poise, for our offense, that we were going to be able to hold them off, with a double-digit lead. And then defensively made some plays down the stretch. Like I said, they're a tough team because they have a lot of different ways they can go offensively at you. They did move us around a little bit, but we were able to close that out at the end. Yeah. Just the fact that we can do whatever's necessary. If we have different guys out, that we have the versatility to play different ways. I think the more different ways you can play, it helps you eventually, when you get to the playoffs, because there's so many unpredictable things. So it's something that we're gaining confidence with, and when it's necessary, we feel like we can get to it.
All right, we'll start with Ira Winderman. Go ahead.
Erik, it seems as the band has gotten back together, Kyle, these last 4 games, you can sort of really see everyone's niche. Jimmy in attack mode to the foul line, Bam playing off and with everyone, Kyle sort of setting things up. Is this sort of how you envisioned, or is this just an evolution thing to get to this?
It's all the above, and we just want to be open to all the possibilities. And things come up. We may have to go to different rotations, but everybody, knows what we're playing for. Obviously, those guys are major players in what we're trying to do. We'd like to get them together as much as possible, but we can't control that. So we've gained confidence, when we haven't been able to do that, and we've been able to gain confidence when those guys are all out there together.
And especially good. I'm sorry.
But they're competitors, so they'll figure it out. It's all about winning with those guys. It's not about the numbers, not how many shots somebody gets. It's not about just playing on one side of the floor. It's really competing on both sides of the floor. So they play winning basketball, which makes it a whole lot easier.
And then especially because he's so important, what was your immediate thought when PJ went down there in the second quarter?
I can't say it, the amount of expletives, that I was thinking. But he's a warrior. He banged knees. So he's going to be really sore tomorrow. He basically cursed us all out, for suggesting that maybe he sit out the second half. You just see how tough he is. He's able to compartmentalize, and he just gave us some great minutes in that second half. When I went into the locker room, I thought he was definitely out, for the second half. He's just a competitor, and his spirit, all of that stuff just gives everybody so much confidence.
And last one for me, especially because it was after a win. I don't know if you got to see it or not, but LeBron stole Jimmy off your roster for the All-Star game. So how are you guys going to scheme to keep Jimmy under control in Cleveland?
I did not see that. No,
Sorry,
I don't know.
sorry.
That's the last thing I'm thinking about, Ira. But do we get to pick another all-star? No, nobody's out with an injury or anything. All right, so Tyler Bam will be next. Somebody. All right, that sounds like I'm campaigning. Tyler Bam.
Thank you, Eric.
Okay, thanks.
All right, up next we have Cooper Moorhead, Heat.com. Go ahead.
That's what Kyle's been doing this all year when all your guys have been healthy. But what makes him so good at making sure Jimmy is always getting the matchup that he wants, especially when Jimmy wants to go down to the post?
There's so many IQ nuances that Kyle can bring to the game. He can dominate a game and only score 6 points. He can be assertive and put pressure on the defense in transition with his drives, his passing, his pitch aheads. Half court offense, he can organize you, get the ball where it needs to go. I mentioned this earlier in the year that he's such an underrated screener. And this is really kind of the actions that were happening tonight to be able to get the matchups that we wanted. Either he was handling and Jimmy is setting the screen to be able to force a switch, or vice versa. Either way, he's able to manipulate situations so we can, get some kind of advantage against the defense. But it's really all across the board. Tonight you saw it in pick and roll, so he could get a post-up advantage, but he can also do it in catch and shoots. He can do it in post-ups. He can do it in the half court, in the open court. And that's what you get with that kind of basketball savant. That was fully on display tonight. And I just think that's really incredible. The guy can get a triple-double, at his size, and get 11 rebounds against a great rebounding team. It just shows you that he's all about making winning plays, and a lot of those plays were, with 3 yards in a cloud of dust, for those rebounds.
Thank you, Spo.
All right, Coach, we're good here. Thank you.
Thank you.